here to do a general collective reading, guys. Today we're touching base or checking in with no communication. What the is going on? Once again, we're asking, there's no communication. What the is going on? Taking my cards out. We will do an extended read on this where we will take a deeper dive into the overview and I will just free flow. Y'all know how it goes. So keep in mind, this is a general reading, may not resonate with everyone. Should it resonate with you, please like, share, subscribe to the channel, leave your comments, give me that thumbs up, because YouTube be tripping. If it doesn't fit, don't force it. If it doesn't fit, let it fly. If it doesn't fit, you must acquit. Take the bits and pieces that resonate with you, leave everything else on the dance floor, and moonwalk your job behind on away from it. I gotta stop cussing on YouTube, obviously, because they won't support my channel if I don't. If you'd like to get a personal reading with me, you can do so by following all the links down below. If you're interested in a life coaching session with me, because I am a certified professional life coach, meaning I went to school to study the art of life coaching, just didn't stamp those initials on the back of my name, you can do so by following the links down below. If you are interested in about 85% of the decks that I use on this channel, they're linked down below, and they are clearly outlined, but it is a list titled "These Are a Few of My Favorite Things," along with a few of my favorite things. And if you'd like to donate to the channel in any type of way, you can do so by following the links that are down below underneath donations. So on the count of 3, we are going to take our deep breath. 1, 2, 3. Let's figure this thing out. Universe, no communication. What the is going on? There is no communication, universe. What is going on? Please keep these messages as simple and as clear as possible. You know, while I'm shuffling, let me rant. Channels on here, bigger channels, I just saw 222 on the camera. Bigger channels on here should support smaller channels. Instead of watching people's videos and stealing stuff, if that's what you're doing right now, why don't you just shout people out? Like, what is the harm in that? We gotta start doing, and I've ranted about this before, but there have been several, and I could call out names, several channels that have come onto my page and have stolen things, have all of a sudden start taking deep breaths before their readings, or have stolen the idea of my stands. And that's cool. Like, it's so totally cool if it makes your channel better or makes your presentation better. But shout somebody out. I shout people out anytime I'm inspired. Anytime there's a smaller channel and I watch it and the person is good, I'll shout them out. I post them up. Y'all know I do this, but like, I don't understand why bigger channels think that imitation is a form of flattery. If you go Google that quote, there's a longer quote about it. It's much longer. It don't just stop at that. But it's just, I don't know. It's insane to me that bigger channels do that. They sneak around, don't leave comments, don't say nothing, don't shout you out when they steal your ideas. It's weird. It's so weird. There's more than enough for everybody, and it's not going to take away from your channel to shout somebody out. So if you are inspired by me, I would appreciate that. If you're inspired by another, I would appreciate that, because it's not cool. It's just not. Like, I've helped channels grow beyond my own channel, and once they start getting big, they just shut down. So I block them. Because don't be on my channel trying to sneak and steal stuff. Okay, I'm done. Yeah, but they blocked. Believe that. All right. No communication, universe. What is going on? No communication. I had a reader. I'm going to tell you this. Last week, it was either a week or 2 ago, I did a reading. I had a reader like do the exact same reading, and you could tell it was just like made up. It was so disheveled, and I could call that person out by name. It's a woman. I could call them out by name. It's a man who stole my stands, or the idea, not stole my stands, but the idea for the stands after many years of him doing it. But yeah, I'm talking the same exact reading, and didn't shout me out, and the cards didn't even match up with it. I was like, dang. No communication. I'm done. I'm for real done this time, y'all. What's going on, universe? No communication. All right, first card out. I like it. No communication. What is going on, universe? No communication. What is going on? No communication. What in the world is going on? Ooh, 2 cards, and I'm going to keep them. We have the Knight of Swords, and we have the 10 of Cups. No communication. What is going on? No communication, universe. What is going on? No communication, universe. What is going on? Did it flip? It flipped back. 6 of Swords just flipped all the way around, so I can't pull it. 9 of Wands. No communication. What is going on, universe? We have the Page of Wands in reverse. No communication. What is going on? No communication. What is going on, universe? What the is going on? No communication. What is going on, universe? This person wants to talk and then they stop themselves. 2 more cards fell out. 8 of Pentacles and a Knight of Pentacles. I guess I'm keeping them. 1 more. We just need 1 more, then we'll clarify. No communication. What is going on, universe? Justice. Bottom of the deck is... This is the card that flipped all the way around. 6 of Swords. They're going to come out if the universe wanted to come out. I'll tell you that much right now. All right, let's clarify. When you see these clarifying cards, you're going to see why I'm ranting. Because people didn't used to clarify the way that I did with a whole different deck. They would clarify with the same deck, which is damn near impossible because you already got the cards up, but whatever. No communication, universe. These cards will be available on my site this week. No communication. What is going on? You want them immediately? Hit me up in my email. No communication. What is going on? You're going to love this, though. Just wait. Y'all are going to love it because I love it. No communication. What is going on, universe? If you on here watching my channel and you still, give me a shout out. Up. Same cards, just miniatures. 7 of Pentacles clarifying the Ace of Pentacles. Oh, I like that. No communication. What is going on, universe? We have the 7 or the Knight of Pentacles out twice. Isn't that cool? I love it. Knight of Pentacles clarifying the Knight of Swords. No communication. What? We have a flipper. We have the Queen of Wands clarifying the 10 of Cups. I'm going to actually pull these up so I can see behind them in case any messages pop out. No communication. What is going on, universe? No communication. We have the... Ooh, so we got the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles out, but the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. No communication, universe. What is going on? No communication, universe. Ooh, it came out sideways. 10 of Swords clarifying the Page of Wands. We have the 4 of Pentacles clarifying the 8 of Pentacles. No communication. What is going on, universe? No communication. What is going on? 2 cards came out. I'm putting them back. Ooh, the 2 of Cups and the 2 of Wands. Putting them back in. Let's see. No communication. What is going on? We have the Hermit came out in reverse. Good. And one more. One more. The 9 of Wands tried to pop out again. And we have the 8 of Wands. I love it. Can't stop my go. Bottom of the deck, we have the 5 of Swords. So we have the 6 of Swords, the 5 of Swords, the 4 of Swords, Justice for the second time. And we have the Moon card being clarified by the 7 of Cups. Now at the bottom of the deck, look at these. The Star and the 3 of Cups, the Knight of Cups and the 5. Oh, Lord. Okay. Don't you love this? Clarifying with the same deck. It's just a mini deck. Again, if you guys are interested in this, and if you on my channel poaching, you can buy them too. Just give me a shout out. But if you're interested in these immediately, you can hit me up an email, but they will be on my site later this week. I have a few, so. Okay. What is going on? So, this is a situation that was prematurely cut off. I feel like there were no specific roots. Like the roots didn't take hold of the ground. There was no structure. There was no stabilization in this connection. And I feel like this was cut off, again, prematurely. You're dealing with somebody who most likely walked away from you. If that's not what this is, then just flip it. Y'all are good for grabbing your spatulas and flipping it. But I feel like this is somebody who prematurely broke away from you, who prematurely, you guys laid this foundation, and this person like start plucking at the fruits, at the harvest. And this person has since gone back and replanted the same harvest, the fruit, the pentacle that they plucked too early, right? They've replanted it. It's gone back into the ground. And the seeds have been able to dig into the mud, into the dirt, into the guts of the soil, right? And really began sprouting in a way that produces something that is way more stable, way more firm. And I believe that this has branched off into multiple areas of their thought. And so they've prematurely disconnected from you. So you all may have had some type of disagreement. You may have had some type of conflict or something where this person got scared, got, kind of clenched up and went into fight or flight and ran away, right? But what you don't know is, well, you might feel it, but what you don't know is this person replanted that seed, and that seed has kind of woven its roots into other areas of their life. And so I think this person I think you guys have been separated for a while. And I think this person has since been thinking about you in a myriad of ways, and how this connection fits into every aspect of their life. The reason I say that is because I'm looking at this clarifying card that will be available on my site later this week. But if you want it immediately, because I only have a few, hit me up in my email. But when you look at this card, right? Okay, let's start with this card. When you look at this Ace of Pentacles here, we see this Ace of Pentacles and we see the roots have been plucked, right? And this person did this decision with both hands. I think it was kind of like a very impulsive decision, thinking that, okay, we don't have the stabilization that I thought we had. Kind of panicked. We don't like you know, if somebody is growing a garden and then they run out of money and the only food that they have available to them is in the garden, they went and plucked, you know, whatever food was there, but the seeds hadn't really had time to gestate, right? And so what I mean by that is that the foundation wasn't as strong as you all thought it was. You all did not have enough time to allow these roots to dig themselves, to plant themselves, to root themselves into the soil. And so here we see all these pentacles down here. We see the 7 of Pentacles, but instead of these 7 of Pentacles producing another pentacle, they produce a tree. And it reminds me of there's some quote or some saying in regards to the seed doesn't show you that it's an acorn, or no, the acorn doesn't show you that it's an oak tree, right? But if you plant it and you feed it and you take care of it and you give to it, right? It blooms or blossoms into a mighty oak. I have to tell you, this person is all over the place, because I am too right now. I need to calm the hell down. But this person is all over the place. Their thoughts are very, very scattered. And I think that this connection brought them a lot of peace. And I think that this person is scattered in life. I was not scattered when I first started this reading, but I went into that rant, and then that made way for all of these scattered thoughts. And so, yeah, conflict that was followed by peace that they only receive when they think of you. Because when they think of you, they're not thinking about all the bad times now, or they're not thinking about this conflict. I really don't even think this conflict was something that warranted plucking the fruit, that warranted pulling out of this connection. I don't think it was. I don't think it was big enough. I think that it was a reaction. I think it was very reactionary to whatever they may have been holding on to from their past, however they were conditioned to be or deal with their reactions and their emotions. And maybe this person is somebody who's not truly emotionally available, but there's a sense of peace. There's a sense of calmness. There's a sense of an element of nothingness, isness, stillness when they are in your presence. And now that they're not in your presence, they can still conjure up that stillness, that isness, that nowness when they think about you. And I think that they become way more aligned in thoughts of you and their remembrance of you. And I think that when they go into this alignment, when they are in this stillness, their immediate thought is, I gotta go get them back. I gotta go get Fred or Sarah or Jim or Melissa or whomever. I gotta go get them back. Because they take on, you know, when you're in the now, time is really a construct. It's not real, right? What's real is this moment we're in right now. And with every second, every millisecond, the now changes. And so the way that we time travel, one of the ways in which we time travel is by sitting too long in the past, which brings about depression, which brings about anxieties, which brings about just the shakeup of it all, because it's not real. Or moving into the future, which brings about anxieties, which brings about insecurities, which brings about all these other things. But neither the past or the future are real. The only thing that's real is this second and this second and this second. That's it. That's it. And I think that when this person is in the now, in the isness, when they're still, when their mind is calm, they're free flowing, and they know what they should be doing. But then they get back into their mind. They become logical. Nothing is bridged, right? Their chakras are no longer bridged. There's no clear communication between the heart and the mind, and they're disconnected, and they slow themselves down. They slow themselves down. They get to thinking about how they plucked that pentacle way too early, what they did. They get to thinking about what led them to this space. And this is somebody who needs a lot of time for reflection, a lot of time. But the thing about that is, the thing about the pentacles are the worthiness of it, right? The journey of the pentacles is all about the worthiness of the wisdom that comes about by planting this pentacle or this fruit or this opportunity or whatever it is for you, this situationship, this relationship, planting it into the soil and being patient is the journey of the pentacle, right? Being patient enough to not be so moved by emotion, moved by inspiration, right? The cups, the wands, moved by just logic, but moved by a wisdom of what does this situation or what does this seed need in order to grow and stabilize? The Ten of Pentacles is all about stabilization, right? The Ten of Pentacles is the cornucopia of the journey, right? It is stabilized, whole family, whole energy that allows you to bask in the joy of the harvest. But throughout the pentacle journey, we see a lot of stops and starts, right? We see a lot of consciousness preceding form. What we want to become in life, what we want to manifest physically, we must first become in our minds spiritually, right? Thoughts always, or consciousness always precedes form. You hear me say that a million times. I don't care where you follow me. You see that written, you see, because it's the truth. But it's also true that we live in our residual energy, or we create from our residual energy. So we create from past thoughts, past feelings, past situations, past relationships, past conditioning. And so it is taking care of the garden. It is the idea of beginning a garden and shifting into a successful harvest. So it is a journey of worthiness. It is a journey of wisdom in many ways. Wisdom in maintaining what you seek to manifest. And I think that this person slows themselves down and they are capable of wrapping their head around the mantra of no mud, no lotus, no soil, no seed, right? You have no soil to plant the acorn. You cannot manifest a mighty oak. And the journey through the mud is a difficult one because the benefit doesn't come until the seed pierces the soil and comes into the light. But nobody talks about what that seed goes through to break itself down to become the beginnings of the mighty oak. And if that seed doesn't have enough time to be nourished in that ground, to be rooted into that ground, the oak tree doesn't have the roots to sustain its strength. So this person is doing a lot of self-reflection. And I think that this person is in a difficult situation where they find themselves having to begin again and having to race through a lot of questions. Is this something I really want? Is this of value? Does this fit into my life? And I think these are all the questions that they are asking themselves as the seed sprouts through the mud, the soil, the darkness. I think they get these impulses to take action, but then they come to their senses and realize that they don't know what action to take. And because this person really values this connection, regardless of what happens, this person values this connection because they replanted a seed. Whether consciously or unconsciously, they replanted a seed. And what is sprouting now is sprouting within them. And so no matter how short this connection may have been or may have felt, this person has truly obtained some lessons that they really are appreciative of. And a lot of the lessons are about self. You know, this person breaks it all down. How they treated you, why they decided to do that, why, you know, it feels so premature. Was it the right thing to do to free you? Because this person does see you as someone that is emotionally available, regardless of your own conditioning. Emotionally available, happy. You bring a lot of happiness, joy, cheer into this person's life. I think that when you all were engaging, this was very colorful. You brought a lot of color into their life. You know, we see them right here stuck in this yellowish, brownish kind of blah. It looks like Kim Kardashian's house, right? It's just all of these monochromatic, I don't know if that's the right word, but it's just like all of these same colors, all of these same landscapes. And then you come in, and even thoughts of you, look at this, all the colors that come up from the seed, even thoughts of you generate all this color into their life, into a very blasé landscape. And they just see you as someone who is extremely vibrant. You inspire them to be alive. They are smitten with you, attracted to you. And I don't think, and I'm not trying to down anybody or anything like that, I don't think that this person even focuses on your beauty or your charm or anything like that more than they do your wholeness. The feeling of you inspire this person to seek out happiness, not just for this connection or not just through this connection, but for themselves. You inspire them to be the higher them. You do. I think that this was a very rapidly moving connection, a lot of randomness, right? Now I'm smiling and I'm like all happy and I got chills because I'm putting my robe on. Like, just there was a lot of free flow, there was a lot of ebb and flow, there was, you know, just a great balance between you all. And this person sees you as a victor of any complications that you may have faced in life, but they also had the reverence to know you ain't one to be effed with. Ooh, I wish I could cuss on YouTube because I got some things to say. You're a warrior of light. You're not one to be played with. You ain't no fool. You know, you give freely of your love, right? You were just as present as they were, and you really have taught them a lesson of presence. But I ain't no killer, but don't push me. That's you. And there's something very inspirational that they gleaned from you in that even though you dealt with it, and I don't think you all spent a lot of time talking about the sad parts of life and all the traumas, and I don't think that was a focus, because when you're really flowing and you're in the now and you pull yourself out of the construct of time, you're not talking about conditioning and traumas. You're not solely focused on, oh, I need to be holier than thou because I'm on a spiritual journey. You just are there. And whatever comes, and whatever comes is great and perfect and right. And, you know, right on time. It's right where it needs to be. I don't think there was an intentional direction of, oh, let's pretend to be so spiritual or let's just focus on traumas and attachments. I'm not getting this from that. And so you inspired this person to want to be happy, to want that what you brought to the table, they want to bring that to the table. I think this person is going about thinking about their life and the blandness of it, and what they've done to get to this point, experiencing the vibrant colors that you usher in. And I say that because of these two cards right here. I mean, come on. And I didn't even see these kids back here, but childlike. A fiery passion. Oh, you ain't nothing to play with. I do think this person was very turned on by you. I think there's a chemistry between you all, but I don't think that's where it stops. But this person has respect for you. This person has respect for you. This person may have even been intimidated by you and by what you put down. This person picked up, but this person picked it up and ran off with it. And the reason that they did run was because of their intimidation. They knew you weren't playing. And I think that this may have moved very quickly, and it was a very emotional thing. I think this is a very emotional person. I think this person stays in their head and their mind a lot. I think they can be so much so that they can become a prisoner of their mind. But this got to a point where, in order for you all to truly stabilize it to where the roots would have embedded into the ground, this person would have had to come up off something, whether it was a healing or, and I don't think you said you need to do some healing or you need to, I think that this person, the closer they got to you, the more they were intimidated by your radiance. And I think that they had to funnel through you to show that. And I don't think that they were very good at doing it the way that you are. And I think that they measured themselves up to you. But in order for you all to have that 10 of Pentacles, the stabilization, this person had to meet some type of boundaries that you laid down. And this person didn't know if they could do it, because at that point, they were no longer in the now. They were no longer ebbing and flowing with you. At that point, this person went into fight or flight and went back into the past and thought about how they've been hurt, or thought about how they could invest in this and you could reject them, or they wouldn't be so perfect at it, or whatever the case may have been. Something happened where they got into their heads and they skedaddled. Because you show up as the Queen of Wands, they show up as the Page of Wands in reverse. So you all being in the now, you felt very equal. As this shifted, their true colors start showing. And this Page of Wands, even being in the wand suit, is just as bland as these two cards up here. You full of color, full of passion, full of life, full of radiance. You ready. They're bland. And I think that this person has realized that they approach this in the same way that they've approached everything in life. And as on an emotional level, the emotions scared them. They became intimidated. This person is emotionally immature, and you had to make the difficult decision to walk away. And by walking away, I mean, no, we're not moving from this. You stood your ground. We're not moving from this. Because I do think that this person plucked the fruit too quick, right? I think this person gave up too quick. I think this person ultimately, and it could be the other way around, I think this person ultimately stopped it. But you were the initiator. And you begin to take those steps where you started pulling your energy back. And it could have been in an effort to give this person space, room to grow, to develop, to unfold. There's patience here. We're going through the journey of the Pentacles. Those are your first two cards out. You got a lot of Pentacles here. You got the Ace of Pentacles. You have the Seven of Pentacles. You have the Knight of Pentacles twice. You have the Eight of Pentacles. You have the Four of Pentacles. You have the Ten of Pentacles. You got a lot of Pentacles. And I think that you are holding on to this person. I think you have done something to the extent of locked this person's, this situationship. You label the ship however you want, but this situationship, you put it, you packaged it away carefully because you know this person has to grow. I don't think you're waiting for this person. I don't think you told this person, when you get ready, give me a call. I think that you send them energy. I think that you think about them. I think that you have moments where you long for them. I think that you believe in them. You believe in them. You can do this. We wouldn't have been able to reach that 10 of Cups energy. We wouldn't have been able to reach the same vibratory frequency if you weren't capable. This is not how this works. In order for us to maintain and elevate, you got to keep going. And it doesn't matter if you crawl, walk, run, or fly. Just go, just move. And that's what they're doing. Because we see it again. We see it again, the same colors that they've turned away from the physicalness of this all. I think this person can't shake you. You know, when it's time to get these lessons, the universe will hunt you down. You can run, but you can't hide. Yoo-hoo. And isn't it interesting? I'm talking about all this growth and all these plants and all these seeds and all this blindness and blandness. The spiritual element on this side, look how colorful that is. This side looks like their start. The side that they're focused on is reminiscent of the colors that we see here, right? Spiritual elevation. Nobody said it would be easy. Nobody said it would be this hard. The Scientist by Coldplay. It's one of my favorite songs in the whole freaking world. And so this person, I think you're sending that, I believe in you. You're safe. You got this. And there's no ulterior motive here for you. There's no ulterior motive. You're not doing this in an effort to get back in this relationship. If you haven't taken the time to witness your own growth and development in this, there's no attachment. I think you missed them. I think this was a groovy situationship to where you could package this away. I do think sometimes you long for them, but there's no attachment. You're not stuck there. I think you may be grieving this. I think you would like to know what they're up to. If what you're feeling is in alignment with the reality of it all. It is. It is. You all don't have an attachment to each other until you become, anytime, let me say it like this, anytime that you are free flowing and thoughts of this person erupt, or thoughts of you erupt in that person, or whatever the case may be, anytime you're in the now, you're in alignment. Whatever you're feeling in that now moment that is not attached to the outcome, you're in the flow. You're in alignment. All systems go. What you feeling is real. Promise you that. You can bet your bottom dollar on that. And you can ask Daddy Warbucks if you want to, but I just told you. When you get into your minds is when the conflict begins, right? When this person gets into their mind about you, they want speed. When this person gets into their mind about you leaving them and them losing you for good, they want justice. They want you to return quickly. They want to move quicker. But when this person is in the ebb and flow of things, they got to get back into the pentacle energy. And the crazy thing about it is this person is almost there. They can't graduate from that Page of Wands until they get to the King of Pentacles. And they can truly harvest this garden. And so when you all are in your minds, I think the justice shows up like this, the darker sides of it, right? And you want the speed and you want the quickness. But when you all are in the stillness, in the isness, you know it's all good. It's right where it needs to be. And this person teeters with the unknown. Where are they? Both of y'all howling at the moon. There's the yin and yang right there. Both of y'all howling at the moon. Both of y'all are feeling the same way. It doesn't matter how long you've been separated. The emotion hasn't left. This person gets into their mind and they're like, oh my goodness. They're walking away from me. When in truth, right? Because I said, if you're not in the flow, you're not in alignment. When you're in the flow, what you're feeling is right. When in truth, you're just chilling. You're grieving a process. I don't think that this is the Four of Swords. So you've gone through the bulk of the pain, right? But you're still in the emotion. You're both still howling at the moon. You're still there. You haven't moved beyond this person. I don't think that you are dating multiple people. I think you might be trying to push yourself past this process to speed it up, to get over them. Maybe it was all in my head. It wasn't. But when you get into the now, you know that. And they do too, right? And so I think this person is holding on to the hope of happiness again, of that friendship, of that joy that we see in that Ten of Cups. And they're impatient with their own process. They feel bad for what they did because whatever happened wasn't that bad to do all of this, to cause this much destruction. So they have a lot of regrets. A lot of regrets. It's not a matter of this person not being okay. It's not a matter of this person longing for you 24/7. I think that they pull on your energy. I think you pull on their energy when you all get into your minds. Or even when you get too much in your heart, you're imbalanced in your heart. I think you all are pulling on each other's energies. I think that you guys are receiving all of these projected emotions and all these different things. But when you are in the now, it's all good. It's okay. I think there are moments where you think this person won't make it back to you because they're moving so slow. But the lotus doesn't peek through the mud overnight. Seemingly it does, right? One day you just wake up, you go down to the swamp, and there it is. But you didn't see what it had to go through to get there. And this person is having to see what it takes to get there. We must first become in our minds what we choose to become in our lives. Consciousness precedes form. And any confusion in your mind shows up as your life. And so whenever you all jump too deep into your hearts or too deep into your minds, you dam the flow and things slow down. And that's fine, because that's part of the process too, right? You're human. For me to sit up here and tell you, okay, what you need to do is stay in the now. Who can do that? I got a meeting at 11 a.m. this morning that I'm already thinking about. And it ain't nowhere near 11. Well, it's a little close. But who can do that? That's not, we live in a dualistic world. This planet It's filled with duality. And in the human experience, that is our objective. That is our goal, to experience it fully, to experience the dualistic nature of this world and to balance. We're not here just to be spiritual, and we're not here just to be engrossed in our humanity. It's a bridge between the gap. It's a constant, steady flow that is not always meant to be as is. Because without joy, there can be no pain. But without pain, how can you ever experience joy? You got to go through both. And so there's a spiritual lesson happening here. You can say it's a heart awakening. You can say that it is a self-worth, self-value, bridging or healing insecure. You can say whatever you want to say it is. But I think ultimately what this journey is about is duality. I don't know how else to say it. It's about alignment and being in the flow. And I think that it is a lesson that you both are learning, just in different ways. And I think that this person is moving slower because this is a necessary lesson that they have so much reverence for, that you inspired. You don't plant a seed and then rush its growth. Everyone knows that there's no success in that. And it depends on how the seed or what the seed is for you, right? But that growth doesn't happen overnight. You need time, you need patience, and you need wisdom for the patience. You need wisdom for learning. You got to learn about the soil, because you can pick the wrong soil. You can go get some graveyard soil and it might not work. You could get, I don't know, some soil with some preservatives or something. It might not work. Your plant, your seed, and your soil have to be in alignment. Your roots and whatever it's attached to that's sprouting from the seed have to be in alignment. The sunlight and the darkness have to be in alignment. Tell me this isn't a lesson about duality. Don't worry, I'll wait. Nope. Psych. I'm not, because that's what it is. This is about dualistic changes and wholeness and just allowing things to be without being attached. Because in the now, in alignment, you know you're doing your due diligence and the outcome already is. So why are you even worried? This will always get there in the end. This is a situation. If you want me to speak to the humanity of it, because you're longing for this person right now, because you're in your head right now, hopefully in that little sermon I just gave you on the mount, you chilling out, because this is truly one of those situations where we see justice twice. You can't get away from this. We see justice upright twice. You can't get away from this. Where you going? The journey may have physically separated you all, but in truth, distance ain't really a thing. If you talk about quantum entanglement, if you want me to break it down, I will. But ultimately, what affects one affects the whole. What you do, and that's why so many spiritual, and they probably don't even know why they say it, because they just, regurgitate stuff. But that's why so many people say, work on you, because they'll come. If that's what's meant, they'll come. You guys are still in alignment. You're still working on the same things. You're still headed in the same direction. You're still on the path to recognition. You're still on all of those things. You just need space right now because you gotta calibrate the energy, the frequency. You just recalibrating. You're tuning into a higher level. As above, so below. It was written. So from what I see now, you're still on the same page. You still feel each other. You guys, I know when you're getting it now, there's some type of telepathic connections or anything like that. You just can't rush this. Because this isn't about time. It just isn't. Y'all have danced this dance a bunch of times. Because, I mean, and this very well could be the last time you got to do this separation, this physical separation. But that's what it is. I know this is kind of an abrupt ending. It's alignment. What is going on? They're aligning. They're recalibrating. They almost there. So we're going to do an extended read on this. I think my next question is going to be, what's next for this person? Where's this person headed? Because we need a King of Pentacles to come out to see if they're going to make it through this Pentacle journey or if they have to start all over, if they pluck too quickly again, prematurely. So where's this person headed? What's next on this journey of alignment? And we'll free flow from there. If you'd like to join me, the link is down below. Again, if you want to get these mini cards from me, I only have a few in stock right now. They'll be posted on my page a little later this week, hopefully later today. If you want them immediately, because you know I only have a few, hit me up an email and we can talk about it. If you want to get a personal reading or a life coaching session, it's all linked down below. If you don't want nothing from me and you're not following me over to the extended because you like, girl, I ain't trying to hear that. Because my pronouns are she, her, and her. You ain't gotta. Just stay down, y'all. It's a marathon.